Zane.
Good?
Yep.
Zane.
Huh?
He's got you.
Where'd Zane go? Is he here?
Back.
I want to fuck you, Zane. I want to slide my dick into your urethra. I want to dick fuck you. And we're back. Welcome back to the only late night AM radio show on YouTube. I'm Mr. Sock, your host, playing the Wolfman Jack. Usually I do this intro when I get to God, it's been a while since we did this show.
It's been a while. Feels
Tell
good to be
everyone,
back.
you know what?
show?
Some people are going to be familiar.
show?
Yeah, what show? Most of our old listeners, I almost said viewers, like they could see
They
it.
can't see us, I know.
We should film this sometime.
Dude.
Note to self.
That's weird.
Some of our old listeners are familiar with the show, but if you're a new listener, this is the show here on Respawn where we just talk about pretty much whatever we want. That's literally how we pitched it. So I'm joined by the majority of Hollywood's away busily editing as he does these days, but I'm joined by the rest of the Team Respawn crew here, production-wise. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Swing, senior producer for Team Respawn.
He's the boss man.
Yeah.
Mondo, producer for Team Respawn.
He's the guy behind all these shows.
That's right.
Right behind, like prison
Literally.
shower style.
Prison proximity to the rear of these shows.
That's right.
Okay. I'm APL. I'm a host / producer on
Yep.
Respawn.
Yeah, so we figured this is our first episode back. I figured rather than talking about current events and movies and stuff, which Mondo usually hooks us up with,
Right.
we would talk a little bit about the process of launching Team Respawn. Maybe
Let's
what
talk
went into
about
that.
us.
You know what? It's gonna get real. I'm not gonna lie, you guys.
Yeah.
Today has been. I'm gonna just say today has been extremely busy, and we don't have a lot of time, and I'm completely burned out trying to get this thing going.
Yeah.
So it's gonna get fucking real on this show.
Yeah.
Are we ready for this?
I don't know if you're ready. I think the listeners are ready.
The listeners
they want to
are
hear
always
this.
ready
They're
for a
always ready for
Sark,
Sark real
rant.
talk.
They want the
Yeah.
dirt.
Whew. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about the mechanics of Team Respawn. Let's start with what we're doing, why we're doing this. Team Respawn, yeah? And then you guys can pipe up, you can ping some questions off me, but I think the original idea was, obviously people have been asking for a long time, why don't we have our own channel? We want to... I think that's how the internet works now, right? If you want a thing, you go get it. That's what Google's for. You don't cast a net. And
That's what I use. I use Bing and Ask Jeeves.
oh
personally.
wow, well that's
Ask
too bad.
Jeeves.
Is that
It's
still
just
around?
ask now.
Is it? No.
It's just ask.
You
Jeeves
only
is
use
Jeeves
Bing
is
with
Jeeves
Connect
is
on your
there.
Xbox.
That's right.
You start it up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Xbox.
I only browse with the controller.
Find bestiality.
You've been in my
did you
search
know?
history, bro? Come on, man.
Yeah.
That stuff's not for public air. That's
Yeah, so that's
Not
what
yet.
I think. That's sort of the genesis of this thing. It's been this has been something we've been talking about doing for. I mean, we're right now right around the 3-year anniversary of Respawn, and we've been talking about doing this for about 2 years and 10 months.
Yeah.
So, but we also work at a company, so it's a bigger deal to just start a channel than it is for, just a normal YouTube user, and you have to get a lot of people behind you.
I'm sure people out there, think like,
You got to smoke a lot of pole.
dude,
Yeah.
my jaw hurts, man.
People unzipping their fancy Armani suit pants and whipping out their finely groomed peepees.
Well,
Not all of them are
That's
finally.
how this happened.
Not all of them are finally groomed.
No.
Yeah.
you got the leftovers.
Yeah, it was. It's
You got to
always
keep
me.
your eyes
Thanks
closed.
a lot.
Okay.
You just
Appreciate
got to
it.
keep your eyes closed.
Yeah.
And this actually has been going for about 2 months. We've been really pushing hard to try this, but there's there's an element of, do you want to, because there's a risk. Do we does this hurt Respawn main channel?
Right.
Are we splitting attention? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't think.
Well, there is risk for us also starting over. I
Yeah.
mean, we already have our subscriber base that you've built up over 3 years, so
Yeah.
we're basically hitting the reset button.
But
and
I
there's a lot
didn't-
riding on it.
starting from
So
Yeah.
correction, I didn't build up that subscriber base.
Oh, okay.
I built up some of them, but we've got over 2 million subs now on Respawn main.
Over
Right.
2 million.
But our videos get viewed relatively nothing, and that's because
comparison.
That's because everyone's clicked subscribe for a different reason. Not everyone there
Yeah.
wants to watch me or
Yeah.
watch.
Not everyone who's subscribed because they saw our shows.
Right.
They
It
saw
is a
they
mix.
might have
Yeah.
seen something else.
In the end, it was like, I mean, we had discussions where we talked about us even taking over Respawn Main.
Right.
And then the directors, this came up in theoretical discussions where maybe the directors go and we emphasize, you send eyeballs, we do call outs to their channels and
Right. Change the
Respawn
model.
becomes ours. But I actually didn't even want to try and resurrect 1.97 million subs that were either dead or weren't subscribed to Respawn to watch us. I actually thought it would be better to just start over. That way you build up a subscriber base of people that actually want to watch. They're interested like 100%.
And, yeah, instead of trying to force people that tuned out, to
Right.
come
Also,
back.
various
we
reasons.
should also. I mean, critical to this is also money. Money makes YouTube go around. YouTube is a fucking billboard right now, for the most part. It's powered by ads and powered by sponsored mentions and all that shit. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah.
And when YouTube made it possible for a personal channel to be partnered under a network, that changed everything. Because what used to happen when Respawn launched, we had all these guys, it was the all-stars, and they would save their best shit for Respawn.
Right.
Because they'd get paid for it
Yep.
Totally.
based on the views. When YouTube made it possible for a personal channel to be partnered under a network, for example, Machinima being one of those, there's a whole bunch of others out there. That changed everything. That changed everything because now you don't need to save your best shit for the hub channel. Now you're not limited. You don't need to submit your vid and wait a week while it goes through processing. You just put that shit up on your channel.
Right.
And your fans are into it because they're getting if they love FPS Russia, then they can get all the FPS Russia they want straight from the source, right? That changed everything. And to be honest, I think it clearly detracted from heat on the community, our community channel
Yeah,
anyway.
absolutely.
Respawn, because now if you really liked FPS Russia, you no longer had to wait for his latest commentary. Back in the
Right.
day, that's what he did on Respawn. You could go get his latest vid there, which I think is great. But I think where Machinima's been slow to respond has been adapting to that, and I think that's.
Yeah. That's.
We're finally
herein lies the change,
trying to do that.
We're the
so.
innovators. We're starting it up.
Yeah, and when the money got serious on YouTube, then you just have this flood of kids who are trying to jump on that train and just ride it on, ride it through. And that just introduces so much more like, I don't know, so many more dynamics that weren't there before. So, I think one of the things that people don't realize is, like, if you're getting something for free, which YouTube, basically, you're getting shows for free. If you're getting something for free, then you're the product. You're what's getting sold.
Totally.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I think when you have people who are saying like, no, I just want. It's not really about so and so thing. It's not about certain things. It's about this other thing. It's kind of hard. People get things crossed. They get their wires crossed and don't quite understand.
Can I
He's
point out?
being so evasive, I don't even understand a word that's coming out.
I know what he's getting at.
It's real talk. Swing.
Just say it.
Yeah, Swing. Just.
Get out
I
and
think
say
I
it.
know what you're saying, but I want to actually. You made me.
The thing is
Go ahead,
that
go
I
ahead.
guess the audience don't really understand what goes on fully behind the scenes.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's
most of
not.
the time.
So for us, it's not. It wasn't easy to just flip a switch and be like, "Hey,
Right.
we're gonna
It's
start."
not
doing
Like
as
these
easy as it
comments,
looks,
like
yeah.
we did. Now it's well known that we did those couple viral videos that went up on Respawn, just partially because we like to have fun with that stuff. We thought it was
Yeah.
fun, but some of those, and then some of the comments since the channel of launch have been like, "You guys just like launched a YouTube channel." Like a lot. I mean, most of it's
Right,
positive,
right.
but I get some people are like, "Why is that such a big deal?" Well, they weren't behind the scenes for 3+ years with you, and then a year for me, and then however long
Yeah.
we've been here, Swing.
And this all, you know what?
pitching this over and over again.
God.
I'm gonna
It's
set
frustrating
Sark
to
off.
see all
It
these
makes
people
me-
downplay all the hard work that goes into doing what we've accomplished. I think there's a lot more involved than just
But it's
starting.
not
to be
their
fair.
fault.
It's not their fault. They don't know. They don't know.
It's the illusion because you see
Yeah.
channels popping up all the time.
Right.
It's like,
oh,
you even got
I just
some
click the
big,
button.
you got some big partners who have like abandoned one channel, started a new channel,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and now it's doing even better.
You know what else
on the
is baked
outside,
into
yeah.
this that we should address? Real talk.
Oh,
Real
boy.
talk.
Yeah.
Even more
Yeah.
real talk. I
Yeah,
thought
this was
getting
real talk.
Hutch,
Yeah.
C. Nanners.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Oh, well, there you
Oh,
go.
dude, this episode already,
Yeah.
people are gonna
Oh.
There were a lot of theories that they were going to come back
Yeah,
on
there
that
were.
day.
So here's the thing. These are the two guys that when the gold mine came in, like when gold was struck and
Yeah.
YouTube started allowing everyone to be paid on their own channels. These are the two dudes that, in my opinion, got shafted the hardest. And here's why. At the time that they were hired here and moved into salaried positions, there wasn't that possibility, right? That was the ultimate.
The ultimate
Holy
goal.
shit! I went from doing commentaries in my kitchen to now I'm working at the office of this production company, right? Not 2 months pass, and then this
Partnerships.
model changes because YouTube's got to turn a dime because Google's breathing down YouTube's neck, saying you got to make money, and Nanners and Hutch are not. Working here, if you're salaried, you're not allowed to make money on your
Right.
channel because that's a conflict of interest, right? If you're here, you should be doing the work here. Although I have mixed feelings on this too, but maybe we can.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll save that battle for 2013.
How
We'll
many
see.
bridges are we burning right now? I mean,
A lot.
are we
I'm
gonna
down
just
the list.
are we just gonna
Torching it
light
all.
the whole
We're
thing?
all fired as soon as this on air
is that why the
sign.
fire trucks are
I knew I
coming?
shouldn't have come on this
No,
episode.
but those two guys, this is all baked into
Yeah.
the sort of Respawn history here, is that
Right.
those two guys immediately saw that they're like, man, we could be killing it
Mm-hmm.
if we were back out in the wild. And that seed, it's not a matter of greed.
Mm-hmm.
It's that seed of missed opportunity.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sense of missed opportunity just grew within both of them. And I don't blame them one bit.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, when eventually push finally came to shove, and Hutch just worked it into the ground, and eventually was so stressed out he was nearly having a breakdown.
Yeah.
And he just had to take care of Hutch, and he quit. He quit.
Mm-hmm.
Like he quit the job. He put in the notice, and he went home and went on like a Australian walkabout. Like he was like,
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with social media, YouTube, gaming, none of it. When he
sabbatical.
bailed here, I asked him, "Are you still going to play games?" He's like, "Not for a while." Like he was done.
Yeah.
And Nanners didn't hit meltdown, but it was the same. People are still confused about what happened to these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, this is well. Now that we're talking about it, it'll be good that you can.
Yeah.
We haven't really had. A ton
It's
of
no
transparency.
mystery.
Yeah.
Nanners and Hutch both quit here.
Right.
Hutch quit because he was physically sick from stress, and Nanners quit because he wanted to focus on his channel and get back in touch with his fans, obviously, and turn a dime
Yeah.
that he wasn't making here. And now Hutch is sort of back in the game. He's rolled up. He's partnered. So it's like now everyone's
Doing the personal
they're
channel thing, yeah.
employed. They're just not in the office. But that's a difference that a lot of people have trouble understanding.
Understanding,
Is working here at the office versus.
I think it's easy because we work in this every day and we're in it 24/7. So like we know it's
Yeah.
like we've been in what like 1,000 meetings in the last year about stuff like this.
Yeah.
So it's easy for like how do people not? But it's
and-
totally.
and
when I was on the outside, I wouldn't have
C.
understood.
Nanners is still local, and he's
Yeah.
going to be popping in. He and I went and had dinner just this week, and
Yeah.
it's like we went and saw a movie, and he's going to be popping in for, especially now that we have this sort of like load off of our shoulders with Team Respawn. We have this sort of freedom to just
Make
whatever
whatever the fuck we want.
whatever
wanna
we're
do.
playing,
Yeah.
whatever we're interested in, and
Yeah.
we're going to be kicking on our webcams. We're going to put webcams up in the office, so you can pretty much creep on us whenever.
Yeah.
It's
And that-
gonna
I'm
be
gonna have to.
24 hours.
That's one of the things that having a personal channel can offer is that all that
Right.
flexibility of what you
Freedom.
we
Yeah,
wanna do.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you don't want to make a video,
Yeah.
you don't make.
you don't make a video.
That's right.
Here, though, it's our
Well,
job.
here, yeah.
Here, it's a
We-
different story.
We
so.
need to make a video,
Yeah.
but we want to make
fucking
videos.
real talk right now.
Look at this.
Love it.
That felt good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even talk, and
A
that
lot of
felt
weight
good
off
that
the
you're getting
shoulders.
that out.
Yeah.
I mean, we've discussed all this before, but it keeps coming up in waves. So please, if you're in the comments section, take care of my light work for me. And if somebody's like,
That is.
what happened to Shanners?
Why are
Please explain to him,
Yeah.
and then call him a bitch.
Yeah, no.
You don't have to do that last part.
That
I'll
is
do
the
that
best
part.
though when you have people in the comments who have watched the entire video that are like, "Did you not watch the entire video?" And then they explain.
Also,
everything.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want Scene-Anners,
He-
go to his
They have the
channel.
channels.
there.
You're getting so much kick-ass Scene-Anners at this point.
yeah, and Hutch,
and
Hutch
Hutch
is
at
posting again too. So
Hutch is sniping
yeah,
in COD again.
It's a full circle. He's back to he's sniping
Yeah,
again.
and one of the comments I see a lot is that they liked the three of you.
Right. Obviously,
together,
like the chemistry.
which,
Yeah.
which is one thing that I think those
get.
community channels can offer is those collaborations, and I think that's probably where the success will lie.
That's community,
In
though. Let me just
community channel.
That's community, though, where everyone's physically together, as opposed to a pile of submitted vids,
Well,
Right?
no,
So-
right, but you.
which is a whole different.
Yeah,
trick.
but depending
That's
on
what
how,
Shore Wars was
depending on how
constantly
you
working on.
handle that channel,
Right.
You can have those videos where you have one or two guys in it together.
Yeah.
and that's I mean that. In my opinion, beats out just a community channel where everyone just submits.
I agree, and we have our directors submit fucking awesome videos.
Yeah.
I don't like all of them,
Yeah.
and neither I don't think anybody does. Everyone likes something different. But I guess the question is, and we're gonna be doing a show every week there where
Recapping
we're
this
calling out the cool shit, sort of like the old days. But I guess the question is why Team Respawn, and the answer is because
yeah.
because that's how I think YouTube works best.
While we're in real talk mode, can
Yeah.
I get a little something off
All right,
my
go.
chest?
Yeah, go
okay,
for it.
cool.
There we go.
So, I'm gonna look right into the. Wait, I mean, this is a radio
Right
show. I
into
can't
the-
look at anything.
Look right into the
I'm just gonna
microphone.
look right into
Right
the
into the
wall right
microphone.
now.
Look right into that radio.
And I'm going to
equipment.
just say this once and one time
boy.
and address it.
Oh boy.
I am not Hutch. I am not Scene-Anners. I did not come to replace Hutch. I don't even know who I'm looking at. I'm looking at anyone. I did not come to replace Hutch and Scene-Anners. And if you have a problem with that, I'm sorry. I am APL. I am here. That wasn't. I mean, we've talked about this before. I didn't come in to try to. It's hard. It's a hard thing. I get it because people like the chemistry. I love watching you, Hutch, and Scene-Anners together. It's a fair thing. But I'm my own person. I think we have a certain chemistry that's different, probably than whether people can decide if there's chemistry or not. Whatever. But I'm
feel it, man.
I'm my own being.
feel
I know you
love.
feel the chemistry, and even
Oozing off
amongst
you.
us.
Yeah.
And hopefully that'll be able to be showcased more. I mean, we have a blast on Inbox and radio and doing our stuff, but I constantly, and I get it. It's never gonna go away. It's one of those
Is
things.
it never
that-
going to go away?
I gotta
though?
give-
I kind
it
of
may
feel
never
like
go
it
away.
should.
I got to give APL a little shout out here. When basically I reached out to hire him,
Yeah.
it was for probably the hottest LZ for a YouTube personality that you possibly could move into.
The heat was on for a while.
Yeah.
And it's still there, and I don't mind it. It's just something I understand, and I appreciate. There's for the most part, people have been incredibly welcoming for me, and it's been sweet, and I appreciate that. But for I still once in a while, because people don't think we read comments and that we go through.
yeah.
I go deep,
real
man.
talk, APL.
Yeah,
Go-
this is
go
real
all the
talk.
way.
I go in, I read them, I
real
see
talk,
everything,
yeah.
and sometimes I'll respond. And
You Control F and then type in
can-
APL.
Okay,
We
well,
just go down.
No, but I like to see what the people are
I
saying.
do that.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely. And
Yeah, man.
Well, what would you like these people that compare you to Hutch and
I don't-
Scene-Anners?
I don't want
what
them
would
to
you want
compare
them
me
to
to
do?
anyone.
Okay, so just tell them.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
What?
just tell them.
them
Move on. Move on.
I know. You tell them.
I'll tell them. I mean, I feel like moving on to Team Respawn now. This new channel, it's
Yeah.
a new era. It's a new start for all of us.
Right.
So all that baggage that carried over from before, hopefully hopefully we can start making that transition from that and moving on to new stuff,
Yeah.
better content, like the Western vid we did. I hope you guys liked that.
I
think,
liked it.
I think we're raising the
thought it was
production
fun.
standards now. I think we're really putting out some cool shit. And, you know, Hutch and Enters, they did a lot of great things for this community, for the Respawn channel. But we're past that now, I think. And
Yeah.
we got great talent here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Real close to the one. Real talk.
Is this actually going to air? Are we going to air this?
I don't know.
Nope.
All of this is being cut, but it felt
cut.
good to say.
Do we need to wrap up?
We should wrap up, though. It's already about 20
But,
minutes. So.
All right. Did you have any closing
I didn't have anything else
thoughts?
to add other than Hutch did say he would love to come down and chill with us and play. I mean, like with this new format, I think it would be. I would love to be playing games with Hutch and Steve
Love to
Anderson if
have
they
him.
came to the office for stuff.
Well, we're gonna be
so that's all
be
things
doing
that we're all friends
obviously
outside of this.
Yeah, the webcams will be
Yeah.
like kicking on. We're building up our sort of game lab. We're turning Swing and I's office into essentially like a game lab now. So
For Cap and
we're gonna be
Live
and we're gonna be putting up. We're gonna be doing some open lobbies regularly. We want to do that. There's a bunch of stuff we want to do now that we'll sort of have a space that we can really do whatever the F we want
Yeah.
whenever we want. So
Are we editing ourselves?
yeah, and I mean, Hutch and Nanners totally down, and all the directors and partners obviously
Yeah,
were
absolutely.
we're down to like chill with. So anyway,
Yep.
yeah, man, God, this is
That feel good? Do you feel better?
Real talk on
real-
radio.
real
How do you
talk.
guys
Straight
feel?
talk. Straight talk.
I don't know how I'm going to feel about not having a job after this episode's over, but
Yeah.
You had a good
it
run.
felt good.
Well,
Yeah.
We went out like
you saved
Jerry
it.
Went
Maguire.
out in a
Yeah.
blaze of glory.
All right, so I think that's it for now.
Yeah.
Should we wrap
Think
this
so.
up? No
Let's do it.
break. We're good. Mondo,
No
you call
breaks.
it?
We're
All right.
good. Sorry, guys. No breaks today.
All right, that's it for Real Talk Radio Respawn. It was good to be back for one episode, but now we're all shit canned. So see you later. It was a good run. We lasted about 1 week, motherfuckers. We'll see you guys next week on Radio Respawn. Tune in tomorrow for some shit. Team Respawn every day. Yeah.